commercial hub of Nagaland, which began in 2006, not completed yet even after 16 years. Citizens urge government to resume works as it has of Cardamom. An unfortunate firing incident that occurred along the Assam-Meghalaya border on Tuesday claims 12 lives, including an Assam forest guard. Amid the unrest, Meghalaya government suspends internet services for 48 hours in 7 districts. Angami's tradition-old festival of stone pooling ceremony is seated to be held on December 6 at Mezoma. Advisor for Tourism, Art and Culture, H. Khehovi, via Twitter states that anybody who wishes to observe the occasion can save the date. Saudi Arabia wins against Argentina with 2 goals in the ongoing FIFA World Cup 2022 being held in Qatar. Denmark and Tunisia lock horns in Tuesday's third match, while underdogs Mexico will be looking for a win against Poland in Group C match. Hello viewers, I Lomika Chumi welcome you all to English Primetime. Now we will look into the news in detail. A quality improvement program on large cardamom was conducted at Kifri's Seochong village by Spices Board Field Office Kohima, Ministry of Commerce and Industries of Government of India on Tuesday. The program was for plantation, establishment, nursery management, pest and disease management, marketing and post-harvest of cardamom. Notably, the first session was taken by Senior Agri Demonstrator David, while a second session was taken by Field Officer Ronald. Meanwhile, the Village Council Chairman Lichong PP acknowledged the team for their effort and coming down to the village. With an aim to provide medical assistance to Nagaland Indian Reserve personnel and their families, a memorandum of understanding was signed between Nagaland Police Christian Institute of Health Science and Research for Project Sayok at Chumogidima Police Complex on Monday. Notably, the project will look into medical requirements with support from CHISR, where they would get subsidized rates. Meanwhile, smart cards will be issued to IR personnel's families besides settling up a special encounter to CHISR to avail medical facilities. Furthermore, a separate team will be available to cater to the needs of visiting IR families for treatment. It may be mentioned that the project was initiated on May 1st this year, with its first phase, while the next phases would cover the transport, LBG and CSD. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee on Monday expressed its concerns and cited that the Nagaland Baptist Church Council's the 10-point commitment was addressed to politicians and government employees, a call for them to change. Notably, NBCC on Sunday adopted a 10-point commitment in the form of a resolution during the concluding day of sesquicentennial celebration. NPCC President K. Therry pointed out that there is no point that can be ignored and added that it is a call to all sections of the people of Nagaland. President Therry also highlighted that Nagaland is having 95% Christian rural population and the state is celebrating 150 years of Christianity. Therry, as a layman Christian, said that he felt unqualified to celebrate, for he believed that one could celebrate only when he or she was satisfied with the performance. Theory further acknowledged that Nagaland is a Christian state which is known by even the BJP and RSS. NPCC President noted that Church wants everyone to stand true to apostolic faith, deep-rooted in the Bible and strong in the foundational doctrinal affirmations. The President, while calling all to work for a greater unity, cited that call is a reflection of the disorderly situation that shames the Christian state. Advisor for Tourism, Art and Culture H. Khehovi on Monday via Twitter informed that this year's stone pulling ceremony will be held to be observed 142 years of Anglo-Naga Peace Treaty at Mezoma on December 6 from 11 a.m. onwards. Notably, stone pulling ceremony is an annual traditional event held across the Angami villages to commemorate significant days. Meanwhile, Khehovi via Twitter stated that if anybody wishes to observe the occasion, then save the date, which is on 6th December. The Office of the Chief Medical Officer, Kohima, along with District Health Society Department of Health and Family Welfare, conducted a medical health campaign on Monday, where 150 inhabitants of Kezoma Bawe received health services. During the medical camp, 19 persons were screened for HIV, while 103 persons were screened for malaria, along with services including 17 dental procedures, 10 Ayush procedures, 4 eye screening, 9 OBS and gynae, and 20 ENT screenings were done. Furthermore, hearing aids were also provided to 2 patients, while a lab test with free medicines and distribution of IFC materials was done during the camp. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma on Tuesday expressed his grief and offered condolences to the victims who were killed in a firing incident at Meghalaya's West Jantia Hill. Notably, 6 persons were killed when Assam Forest Guards intercepted a truck transporting illegal timber and arrested 3 persons in connection. Eyewitnesses stated that the guards allegedly fired when they realized they were outnumbered, as agitated drivers and other occupants of the vehicle alighted and informed residents of a nearby village. CM Sangma called for an emergency meeting after the incident and stated that an FIR has also been filed in regards to the incident. The deceased included 5 civilians from Meghalaya and 1 forest guard from Assam. Meanwhile, Meghalaya Home Department has blocked the internet services in 7 bordering districts, namely West Jantia Hills, East Jantia Hills, Rigboy, Eastern West Khasi Hills, West Khasi Hills, Southwest Khasi Hills District and East Khasi Hills for 48 hours starting from Tuesday 10 a.m. The state government order further stated that the violators will be punished under Section 188 of Indian Penal Code and also under the relevant provisions of the Indian Telegraph Act 1885.
Today, on the 22nd of November, an unfortunate incident occurred at Mukro village in West Janti Hills district, where 6 persons have died due to firing by Assam police and Assam forest guards. I would like to express my deepest condolences to the bereaved families who have lost their loved ones. As per the reports, a truck carrying timber was pursued by the Assam forest guards with the Assam police and was detained by the Assam Police and Assam Forest Guards at Mukro village in West Jente Hills district. On hearing this, people from Mukro village gathered in large numbers and surrounded the Assam Police and Assam Forest Guards. This led to forest guards at Mukro village in West Jente Hills district. On hearing this, people from Mukro village gathered in large numbers and surrounded the Assam Police and Assam Forest Guards. This led to firing by the Assam Police, in which 5 persons from Meghalaya died. 1 Assam Forest Guard also died due to the firing. The injured persons have been shifted to Boroto PHC and Yalong Civil Hospital. On hearing of the incident, the district magistrate, the superintendent of police, and other magistrates rushed to the spot. Inquest has been conducted. Who died on the spot are: number 1, the Honorable Home Minister, Government of Meghalaya, has also reached the spot of the incident. An FIR has been registered by the Meghalaya Police. The names of the deceased who died on the spot are: number 1, Thal Shadap, male, 45 years. Number 2, Nikashi Dhar, male, 65 years. Number 3, Sikh Talang, male, 55 years. And number 4, one unknown male forest guard of the government of Assam. The names of those who succumbed to their injuries in the hospital are: number 1, Tal Nartyang, male, 40 years, who died at Boroto. Number 2, Chirup Sumer, male, 40, who died at Juai. The state government strongly condemns the incident wherein the Assam Police and Assam Forest Guards entered Meghalaya and resorted.
Western Sumi Hoho and Western Yumkung Hoho clarified on the recent land dispute in Tokshe village that went viral on social media on November 19. The Western Yumkung Hoho's General Secretary, Mong, claimed that the social media video that went viral, alleging a land dispute between Yumkung and Sumi, was false and was spread by the general public and a small number of self-styled journalists and media outlets. However, the Yumkung and Sumis are in good relationship in Tokshe village. The main conflict is that an individual called An Vikaho opened a separate church in Tokshe village called An Vikaho Baptist Church, though there is already a Tokshe Baptist Church in Tokshe village. According to Western Sumi Hoho President Shikaho Jumomi, the situation deteriorated as a result of An Vikaho Baptist Church's opposition to the removal of the signboard after the Hohos submitted a petition to Newland DC asking for prompt assistance. He claimed that the administration had now taken control of the situation.
Actually, idu apuni ita hujjatu idu Yimkyung aro Sumi laga majute conflict ula na hoy. Itu matter mo first clarify kuri ase. Itu juda jat majote itu inaka namila iku nai yadi. Actual reason ki ase itu tu holi tu Togishe village, which is Yimkyung village, itu bosti de boila bara itu Yimkyung manu aro itu Sumi brothers kandu miligina thagin ahi ase.
Togshe village laga. Itu YouTuber khan korigena media social media de viral kor thaka nimdi to olop clarification korbole man ase etu toksha village te Sim Baptist Church toksha village etu hesab te Sim Baptist Church toksha village korgina Baptist Church bi construct korise.
The construction of multidiscipline sports center, which is situated in the commercial hub of Nagaland, started in the year 2006 and has been under construction for 16 years, but no positive signs are still seen till date. It is to be mentioned that an amount of rupees 60.57 crore was to be the estimate value and to be sanctioned to the Youth Resource and Sports Department. However, without any development till date, an amount of rupees 134.99 crore has been sanctioned for the construction work of the stadium to the department. Hence, in order to check realities, Nltv interacted with several athletes as well as non-athletes regarding MDSC Stadium. The athletes opined that players will be benefited if the stadium is properly developed, and also added that the stadium, which is of 64 acres, is situated in proper location. They also stated that the citizens should join hands together and maintain the land, as it is the duty of every responsible citizen to work for the state, and also urged the people to maintain hygiene in and around. Now, this becomes a matter of concern whether the government will be able to complete the construction of a proper stadium before Northeast Olympic Games 2023.
Itu stadium de na nearly 10 years ase to hoi improve to je last time to fali dage je mati de bolai dage je to itu olop ni 4-5 years ne ge to banai na to bhala je ekta bhal do holibi slow bishi slow ase hoi progress bishi slow ase itu stadium de na dikhe ase moi adin dibar holibi ni haste improve ase aro olop aro dikhe bishi improve korle bishi ase to holibi step dikhe bi kushi pai holibi aro olop improve korle bhal hobo to government bi saina itu bhal develop korle do ini football bi duita tinta hola cricket bi hola aro chutu mondu sports lai bishi hola to etu ini sign up bhal banai dite to nagamanor bishi bhal hobo
মই হিসাব দিয়ে তো ভাল পৰা চাইলে তো আগে যাব আৰু মেইনটেনেন্স কমতে আছে বাহাতে নেশনাল মেইনটেন বেছি হ'লে বেছি খুশি পায় মানুহ তো ইমান বেৰাগি নাহে খেলিবলৈ আহে হ'লে মেইনটেনেন্স কমতে আছে নহ'লে তো বেছি আগে যাব নিচিনাই লাগি আছে
এইটো মই লাইক এভৰি ডে না ইতে জগিং কৰিবলৈ আৰু মই ইতে ক্লাব পে আছে ইভিনিং জগৰ্ছ কৰা না আৰু মষ্টলি মই মেইনটেইন কৰে সেলফ মেইনটেইন কৰে দে মই কালেকশ্যন কৰি না এনে মই এৰাউণ্ড 20 of us লাইক এনেকা আছে তো মই এখান লাগা হিচাপটো বনাইছে বেছি ভাল আছে এইটো না হ'লে এতিয়া তাকতো ৰাতিৰে না মানুহখন আহি থাকে আইনা অলপ লিটাৰ কৰি লেতেৰা কৰি দিয়ে গ্ৰাউণ্ডটো হ'লে মহানটো এতিয়া আপুনি দেখি আছে না চাইডখান দিয়ে এইটো চব মহান মেইনটেইন কৰে গ্ৰুপ মেম্বাৰ্ছ কামৰা না এইটো কাৰণে আছে আৰু মহান ভাবি থকাটো এতিয়া মহান লাগি থকাটো লাইট ঢালিছোঁ গ'লে লাইট না লাইট ঢালিছোঁ গ'লে চাৰটা এইটো চলৰ লাইট চাৰটা ঢালি দিছোঁ গ'লেতো বেছি ভাল আছে গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট চাইড পৰা না মহান বি কি কৰিব পাৰে মেইনটেইন কৰে আছে মহান লাইক অলমষ্ট অল মহান এইটো গ্ৰাউণ্ডে এণ্ট্ৰি কৰিব কাৰণে নিছোঁ গ'লে মই ন' ৰেষ্ট্ৰিকশ্যন বাট মানুহখন কি জানিও দিবলৈ মন আছে ডেট গাড়ী আনি কিনে ভিতৰতে নচলাবি কৰা না ভিতৰতে আইনা ট্ৰেকতে গাড়ী চলাব কিবা বাইক চলাব আৰু কোনোবা এনে চাইডতে আহি কিনে অলপ এইটো নন ছ'চিয়েল এক্টিভিটিছ কৰি থাকে না এইটোখন মানুহৰ বুজি দিছোঁ বুলি বেছি ভাল আছে ইয়াং জেনেৰেশ্যনছ ক'ব এইটোখন বেছি আহি কিনে ৰানিং কৰি থাকে এক্টিভিটিছ কি তাহান চেল্ফ ডিচিপ্লিন এক্টিভিটিছ লাইক কিবা ফিজিকেল এক্টিভিটিছ না নিজৰ কাৰণে না বেছি কৰি থাকে তো আহি কিনে মিনছ লাইক এনেকুৱা কৰা তেন্তে আই মিন লাইক দ্য ইয়াং জেনেৰেশ্যন কাম ইমান মন দিয়া তেন্তে মোখান এইটো গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট কাম না চ' দেট তাহান 100% কৰিব নাপাৰিছোঁ গ'লে চুটো মোকতো লাইক তাহান কি কৰিব পাৰে এইটো নিগলেক্ট নকৰি না মোখানকে চাই দিছোঁ গ'লেতো বেছি ভাল তাহান মেইনটেনেন্সটো এতিয়া তো আই শুড চে লাইক কি বনাই দিছে এণ্ড দেন দেৰ ইজ নাথিং নিউ লাইক এজ ইট ইজ না হ'লে এইটোৱে আছে হ'লে বি একটা চাইডে গভৰ্ণমেণ্টকে থেংক ইউ কয় ৱাই বিকজ লাইক তাক বনাই দিছে এতিয়া মেইনটেইন কৰিবলৈ লগাটো মই এখন গ্ৰাউণ্ড দি আহি থকাখন অলপ চিভিলাইজ না হৈ কিনে অলপ
To pay tribute to the sacrifices and valor of the Ahom army, a war memorial will be built on the outskirts of Guwahati, where the Battle of Alaboi was fought in the 17th century between the Ahom army and the Mughals. Notably, the main attraction of the memorial would be a 100-feet high Ahom sword right at the center of the memorial. The Assam government on Tuesday released a 3D model of the war memorial, which was shared by Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on his social media handles. It is worth mentioning that at the Battle of Alaboi fought on August 5, 1669, the Ahoms were routed by the Mughals and lost as many as 10,000 soldiers. Meanwhile, another memorial of Ahom General Lachit Borbukan would be built in Jorhat at an estimated cost of rupees 120 crore. In view of the ongoing construction of turf ground extension, the 16th Jaluki Valley Football Tournament has been postponed to January 2023, which was scheduled to take place in the month of November. Jaluki Valley Youth Organization Media Cell informed that the tournament will be held in the turf ground with an enhanced cash prize pool of around 3.4 lakhs. Furthermore, they have requested all the players to bear the inconvenience caused. District Health Society of Longland held an observation and a launching program of a vasectomy fortnight at CMO Conference Hall on Monday. The program took place under the theme, "Now Men will fulfill the responsibility and show their participation by adopting a family planning." It may be mentioned that the program will continue till December 4, 2022, and the first phase of program, which started on November 21, will end on November 27. Furthermore, DPO Dr. Imnamran Pom requested all the ASHA and health workers to actively take part in mobilizing the people. The health workers are asked to contact the man of all the targeted couples to encourage them and clear the misconceptions and myths related to vasectomy. Meanwhile, the second phase, which is scheduled to take place from November 28 to December 4, will be dedicated to service delivery. Following the incident of firing at Mukro in West Jantia Hills district on the border between Assam and Meghalaya, the government of Meghalaya on Tuesday has cancelled the Cherry Blossom Festival, which is underway in Shillong. The decision to cancel the festival was taken by Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma during an emergency meeting held following the incident. In West Jantia Hills district on the border between Assam and Meghalaya, A good news for all the Indians who always wanted to visit the Rashtrapati Bhavan as it opens for public viewing for 5 days a week from December 1. Notably, people can pay visit to the Bhavan from Wednesday to Sundays in 5 time slots of 1 hour each, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. A statement issued by the President's Secretariat stated that the public can also visit the Rashtrapati Bhavan Museum complex 6 days a week, from Tuesday to Sunday, while asserting that all the facilities will remain open except on gazetted holidays. It also stated that on every Saturday, people can also witness the change of guard ceremony at the Rashtrapati Bhavan Fort Court from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. It may be fair to mention that the change of guard ceremony is a military tradition held every week to enable a fresh group of the President's bodyguards to take charge. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu on Monday felicitated the veterans of 1962 war and inaugurated the extended as well as already renovated Tawang War Memorial on the 60th year of 1962 Sino-India War. CM Khandu, while paying respect to the martyrs of the 1962 war, stated that year 1962 was history and will never be repeated ever. Arunachal CM further added that despite the infrastructure being very poor in 1962, Indian Army fought bravely and sacrificed thousands of lives to protect the motherland. CM Khandu also inaugurated the recently constructed Veer Angan of the Brave Hearts alongside the War Memorial, while informing that a 2-lane frontier highway worth Rs 27,000 crore will be undertaken by the central government to upgrade the road connectivity scenario along the border. As part of Rozgar Mela, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday distributed 71,056 appointment letters to the newly appointees via video conferencing. Addressing the event, PM Modi stated that Make in India or Vocal for Local and Production Link Initiative schemes are creating new employment opportunities in the country. Modi said that the country has entered the Amrit Kal and called the new appointees as a Sarthi and asked them to work together to make India a developed nation. PM Modi also remarked that the opportunities for government and non-government jobs are increasing constantly and that the new opportunities will bring new hope to the nation. Modi also launched the Karma Yogi Param model for the orientation program of the newly appointees. The model is an online orientation course of all new appointees in various government departments and will also include a code of conduct, workplace ethics, human resource policies and other benefits. The Mela has been held in Jammu and Kashmir, Andaman Islands, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra.
जो नई जिम्मेदारी संभालने जा रहे हैं उसमें आप अन्य देशवासियों के सामने केंद्र सरकार के प्रतिनिधि के तौर पर नियुक्त होंगे एक प्रकार से। ऐसे में आपको एक और बात याद जरूर रखनी चाहिए, अपना कर्तव्य निभाने के लिए आपको अपनी भूमिका अच्छी तरह समझनी होगी। ये नई जिम्मेदारी एक विशेष कालखंड में मिल रही है। देश अमृत काल में प्रवेश कर चुका है।
The Supreme Court on Tuesday directed that the petition challenging the fresh notification amending the electoral bond scheme be listed along with the batch of pleas challenging the electoral bond scheme. A bench headed by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud directed the fresh petition to be listed on December 6, when a bench led by Justice B.R. Gavai is scheduled to hear the electoral bonds case. Notably, the fresh notification, which has been challenged by the current petition, has amended the scheme to provide an additional period of 15 days for the sale of electoral bonds in the year within general elections to the legislative assemblies of states and union territories are held. While the petitioners had argued that there is anonymity involved in this electoral bond scheme, the union government had argued that the system is completely transparent. The earlier bench had also indicated that it would consider the issue of a referral of the case to a larger bench after a request seeking the same was made by the petitioners. While addressing the gathering at United Nations Security Council, India's representative to the United Nations, Ruchira Kamboi, stated that India denounced North Korea's latest ballistic missile launches. Kamboi stated that the current missile launch by Democratic People's Republic of Korea have affected the peace and security of the nation, and also added that the launch violated the resolutions set by the Security Council relating to the DPRK. India also reiterated its importance of addressing the proliferation of nuclear and missile technologies related to the DPRK, as they have a negative effect on the regional security and peace. The Indian representative opined that peace and stability should be maintained in the region and further added that India will continue to support dialogue and diplomacy as means to resolve the issues in the peninsula.
Launch by the DPRK. This follows other ballistic missile launches in the preceding months, following which the Security Council had met. These launches constitute a violation of the resolutions of the Security Council relating to the DPRK. They affect the peace and security of the region and beyond. India calls for full implementation of the relevant UN Security Council relations relating to the DPRK.
An income tax officer on Tuesday was detained in the Central Bureau of Investigation in Mandsaur, Madhya Pradesh, for demanding and accepting a bribe of rupees 5 lakh from the complainant. According to the complainant, his company manufactures electronic switches in Maharashtra. However, the claim firm's income tax assessment was being completed at the income tax office in Mandsaur. Furthermore, it was asserted that the ITO demanded a bribe of rupees 5 lakh and threatened to punish the complainant's company with high fines and it rated if the necessary bribe was not paid. CBI laid a trap and called the accused. The arrested accused will be produced tomorrow before the special judge for CBI cases at Indore. A 42-year-old man died after falling into a deep trench while taking a selfie from a cliff in the forest area of Aravelis on the Gurgaon-Palli road in Faridabad on Saturday. According to police, the incident took place around 5:45 p.m. when the deceased, identified as Kamal, along with his 2 friends, had gone to the cliff to drink liquor. According to his friends, Kamal was showing the view to his wife via video call. Later, he crept into the trench while photographing himself. After receiving information about the incident at 9:30 p.m., police launched a rescue operation. Two separate attempts by Pakistani invaders to cross the international border in the Arnia district of Jammu and Kashmir were foiled by the Border Security Force on Tuesday. However, one was killed by gunfire and another was detained by the police. BSF stated that Pakistani intruder was shot dead when he was noticed aggressively approaching the border fence in the Arnia sector of Jammu and Kashmir. He was also urged to stop, but he did not pay any heed. Finding no other alternative, the troops fired and killed him. Meanwhile, in another incident, a Pakistani intruder was arrested by the police at 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday as he approached the fencing after crossing the international border in the Ramgarh sector. He was brought inside the Indian side of the fence after opening the gate. Nothing incriminating was found from his possession so far. Furthermore, the BSF officer stated that the area has been cordoned off and a search operation is underway. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese took down to Twitter on Tuesday and remarked that Australia's parliament have passed bilateral free trade agreements with India. The bill easily passed the House of Representatives on Monday and the Senate made them law on Tuesday. The trade agreement is crucial for Australia to diversify its exports from Chinese market to India and forge bilateral relations. Earlier, on the sidelines of the G20 summit, the Australian PM and Prime Minister Narendra Modi discussed about the deal. More than 160 people were killed after an earthquake of 5.6 magnitude struck Indonesia on Monday. The epicenter of the quake was near the town of Cianjur in mountainous West Java. Rescue and search operations are still going on for survivors trapped under the rubble and a series of aftershocks. Meanwhile, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck southwest of Malango in the Solomon Islands on Tuesday. During his official visit to India, UAE Foreign Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan made the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in the national capital on Tuesday. S. Jaishankar accorded warm welcome to the minister and remarked that this is the fourth structured meeting this year, which will take forward the comprehensive strategic partnership. The visit will also emphasize on bilateral as well as global issues of mutual interest. During his visit to Cambodia to attend India-ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh met counterparts from Australia and United States on Tuesday. Singh held a meeting with the Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence, Richard Marles, and discussed defence ties as well as ways to strengthen cooperation between India and Australia. Rajnath Singh also met US Secretary of Defence Floyd Austin, Defence Minister of New Zealand, Peeni Henare. Singh held a bilateral meeting with Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Defence of Cambodia, General T. Banti. A car bomb exploded inside a police compound in southern Thailand on Tuesday, where one person was killed while 30 people were injured. The authorities are certain that it was a car bomb, fearing that the number of injured may go up. According 29 people were being treated for the injuries and no one has claimed responsibility so far. FIFA World Cup 2022 has already taken the whole world by storm, and the fight for the 3 crucial points between all the 32 teams contingents in the tournament. Meanwhile, Argentina has been completely stunned by Saudi Arabia by ranking at 51. In the first 16th minute of the match between Argentina and Saudi Arabia, Messi scored a penalty. However, this allowed 3 goals for offside in the first half. 3 minutes into the second half, Sel-I Shekri leveled the score before a stunner from Salim I Dawsari put Saudi ahead, denying Argentina any further opportunities as they sailed to a memorable 2-1 win. Furthermore, in Group D match between Denmark and Tunisia is underway, while in Group C, Mexico will be facing Poland tonight. So viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.